You see, Stanley, doesn't the
2013.
memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched?
Oh.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then,
Das
it
alte
all
neue
meant
Steam-Design.
something. Oh, the waste.
The greatest wealth is memory. Time, Indoors, Monthly, Shapes. Ah, geil. Graphen, nationale Geografie. Cargo Operators Manual. Die Stanley-Parable. Collectors Edition. Oh, cool. Oh, das ist cool. Da muss ich mal gucken, ob ich da irgendwie eine Hand dran bekomme. Das einfach nur im Regal stehen zu haben, wäre geil. Das fände ich mega. 2014 Independent Games Festival. Audience Award. Die Stanley-Parable. Stanley Parable. The British Academy of Film Television. Awarded to The Last of Us, Stanley Parable. Nice. In der Kategorie Story. Geil. Sehr geil. Good times. Good times. Das Original Remake. The Original Remake. Stanley Parable. Galactic Coffee Game. Ha. 2000. Oh, cool. Hier ist so ein Minishop, dass man sich hier Briefkarten mitnehmen kann. Our First Kiss. My Car. The Release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Oh, geil. Geil. Ich liebe es. 20:13 Uhr. Das stimmt gar nicht. Es ist 19:42 Uhr. Ach, weil das 2013 ist dann auf der Uhr. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. A Trip Down Memory Lane. Die Stanley-Parable. Smile, because it happened. Oh, wunderschön. Demonstration, Beginn die Demo. Cool. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Oh, davon habe ich gehört. Oh mein Gott, das ist echt das Spiel, dass die härtesten zu erhaltene Achievements überhaupt hat. Und zwar einmal Go Outside, Don't Play for 5 Years. Das kannst du nur freischalten, indem du halt 5 Jahre lang wirklich dieses Spiel einfach nicht spielst. Das ist irre. Und Unachievable, It is impossible to get this achievement. Dafür braucht man, glaube ich, eine Mod oder muss es irgendwie cracken oder so, um da ranzukommen. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob es überhaupt möglich ist, aber es ist auf jeden Fall nicht im Originalspiel halt möglich. Genau. Nominiert für einen British Academy Award, für Game Innovation, für Debütgame, für Story Game, also alles Award-winning Sachen. Los Angeles Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Ja. Neues Videospiel, released heute. Ja, The New York Times, das ist definitiv nicht gefotoshoppt. Oh. In loving memory, Little Stanley. Oh, daher kommt der Name. Oh, ist das sad. Oh, ist das cool. Oh, ist das cool.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Es ist echt
It
geil.
was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new
So sad,
elevator
Mann.
content.
So sad. Es tut weh. Junge. So ein Feuerball. ModDB 2012 Interaction Award Winner. 2012? Das Spiel ist doch 2013 erst rausgekommen. Wie kann das sein? BigSushi.fm Best of Packs 2013 Winner. IGF 2013 Nuovo Award Honorable Mention. Design Museum Design of the Year Nominee. Fantastic Arcade 2013 Official Selection. Indicate 2012 Special Recognition Winner. IGF 2013 Grand Prize. Honorable Mention. IGF 2013 Narrative Excellence. Honorable Mention. Sehr cool. Entschuldige, aber ich finde das gerade mega geil. Es ist immer noch so. Minecraft! Es ist Minecraft in the Stanley Parable. Oh mein Gott, das wird so ein guter Clickbait-Titel für YouTube. Und Portal. Portal und Minecraft in the Stanley Parable Deluxe. What's up? Ist das der Win der Woche? Person of the Year. Ist einfach keiner. Oh, die beiden Models, doch, die Frau und der Mann, cool. Oh. Gott, oh Gott. Krass. Was ist hier unten? Kann ich hier durch? Nee, hier ist einfach zu Ende. Was ist das hier? Knowing your city. Before you can possibly know where to begin your new street vanishing operation, you first have to get to know your city. It uses Georgetown as an example in this book, but in order to really get the knowledge, it's best to go explore, okay? Before you start what? Okay. Okay. Fire? Kann ich hier einfach Feuer anmachen? Warum ist hier ein Rohr, auf dem Feuer drauf steht? Okay. Original. The Original Remake. Cool. Frost God K. It's never the end is never. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything. Okay.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Es fühlt sich an wie ein Fiebertraum, das hier gerade zu spielen. Ich bin ganz ehrlich mit euch. Oh, das ist irgendwie weird. Source SDK. Now move objects, create levels und Graphics upgrade. Ist das echt mit Source gemacht worden? Das ist ja krass. Das ist ja irre gut. Also für ein Source Game. Oder haben sie es mittlerweile dann jetzt auf eine andere Engine gebracht? Repeatable Carpet Textures ready for your... Nein! Nein, wie geil! Ach, wie cool ist das denn? Oh, wie cool ist das denn? Das ist ja der Wahnsinn. Das sind Assets, die sie halt benutzt haben, die anscheinend kostenlos verfügbar waren irgendwann mal. Preparing Sales? Snake Oil Salesman Rotary? Okay. Your number is 29. The 10 Memories from the Stanley Parable 2013. Okay. Oh, die Türen da oben. Dann muss ich jetzt Hier lang, oder?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
Zählst du was zu den Sachen hier noch, oder? Nee. Hä? The Serious Room 2013. Wieso ist es denn zugestellt hier? Kann ich echt nicht raus? Geht's nicht weiter? Ah, jetzt ist hier unten offen, okay.
Wait, hang on.
Uh
I
oh.
don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Finde ich jetzt hier unten die ganzen Bugs und Glitches, die es früher gab, oder? Gib mir doch bitte einen Cold Drinks! Ich möchte jetzt einen Cold Drinks haben, bitte! Oh Mann. Oh Mann. Nicht mal das kannst du, Automat. Nicht mal das, Mann. So oft haben wir es schon gesehen. Nicht einmal. Nicht einmal ist mir einen gegeben.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley,
Huh?
it's a collection of reviews from Steam, an online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Uh-oh.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Krass. Das kenne ich. Das ist aus einem anderen Spiel. Ich weiß nicht, also das Asset kenne ich. Ich weiß nicht, ob das hier tatsächlich die Source Engine ist. Ich bin auch schon spekulieren, weil die ganzen Sachen, die da hinten waren, sahen aus wie Source Engine Materials. Aber die müssen natürlich alle einfach nur gleich aussehen. Es kann sein. Also es gibt ja von der Source Engine eine recht neue Version, glaube ich sogar. Was mich nicht wundern würde, wenn das halt in Unity oder so nochmal nachgemacht wurde, aber ich glaube nicht, dass die für ein Re-Release dass alle Assets halt neu gemacht hätten. Ich glaube, die haben eher das Projekt halt früher nochmal angefasst und das jetzt halt irgendwie transformiert, dass es halt in der neueren Version auch funktioniert, um halt auch die Grafik und so weiter, die Leistung hier gut hinzubekommen und damit halt Content zu machen. Das mit dem Wagen? Ah, okay. Meinst du den da oder einen von denen? Die Gabelstapler auch. Ah, okay. Ja, dann ist es auf jeden Fall, denke ich mal, es ist Source, ja.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Ja. Meinst du? Also, okay, Raven, ich mache jetzt mal ganz kurz Herzlich willkommen zurück. Also, Simon, ja, finde ich, also, ich sieht halt ähnlich aus auf jeden Fall, definitiv. Raven, wir sind jetzt gerade gefangen, oder wir sind jetzt, also ich bin jetzt in den New-Content-Bereich gegangen. Und dann gab es da einen Kreis, in dem man springen konnte, und zwar insgesamt 37 Mal. Und danach nie wieder. Und auch nur in diesem einen Kreis und danach nie wieder. Und jetzt dann gab es dann eine Veranschaulichung einfach von Sachen mit dem neuen Spiel und so weiter und super tollen neuen Content. Und dann war der Content aber wieder vorbei nach diesem Kreis. Und dann hat der Erzähler gesagt, was für ein Schwachsinn. Ich mache jetzt was Neues, ich bereite was Neues vor. Und jetzt haben wir hier das Memory Lane oder Memory House. Und jetzt gucken wir uns die ganze Zeit Reviews an. Und alte Sachen in Beziehung zu dem Spiel von 2013. Und gucken uns jetzt gerade hier Steam-Reviews an, in diesem Bereich, an den er sich nicht mehr erinnert hat, wo halt alles begraben war, was anscheinend halt schlecht ist. Wir haben jetzt schon 2 negative Reviews über Steam gesehen und er wird langsam immer depressiver. Oh, der Arme.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Ich will keinen Skip-Button, ich fand das super. Bis ihr könnt. Nee.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No.
No, ich drück den nicht.
Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is. So on and so forth, until inevitably...
Ich drück den nicht.
Or until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah.
Irgendwann muss das Geld ja alle sein von ihnen.
Too much and it can't be just yet. No, until
Projekte sind teuer.
245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday.
Hallo.
Here and there, forward and
Ich weiß noch nicht, wie lange das hier noch geht. Wenn das fertig ist und ich die Endings auch gleich alle habe und sowas, dann ja, ansonsten muss ich nochmal nach Endings suchen.
Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is. So on
ja, er
and so
wiederholt
forth.
sich wirklich die ganze Zeit, okay. Shit, na gut dann.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Fantastic.
I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been?
Bitte lass mich
every
raus.
choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made in fact make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both
Ich soll ihn
of these
skippen,
things
ne?
at once. that you are both making choices and not making
Das
choices,
ist der
and
Grund
they're
gerade, warum er
both
gerade...
affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both
Oh,
are.
for fuck's sake, okay.
Well, there's sport.
Oh,
You really did
Gott, oh
catch
Gott.
me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to
Ich will nicht nochmal drücken.
this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
Das ist das Ende. Er darf ganz reden. Wir haben es durchgehalten. Aber ich muss trotzdem auf Skip drücken, damit es weitergeht.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Okay.
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
Oh,
Wasn't
nein.
there a door that led into this room?
Oh,
I
for
don't
fuck's
feel
sake.
quite certain that there was one here before.
Oh, nee.
How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a
Oh.
door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to...
Ich weiß, natürlich. Aber trotzdem, es ist die ganze Zeit, dieses Spiel, es macht die ganze Zeit immer dasselbe. Es ist die ganze Zeit immer dasselbe.
Where did it go?
Okay.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no... Oh, Stanley.
Du hast ja recht.
You're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Was?
Or 2 weeks.
Was?
I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
Oh
you
nein,
think
Pflanze
that
ist tot.
that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we
Okay, ja,
always
ja, ich
been
hab's
doing?
verstanden,
Me
ich hab
just
verstanden, ich hab
talking.
verstanden.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
Yeah.
I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you.
Oh
To begin
Gott.
with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all. but regret
Warum lässt du mich das
for all
machen?
this time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past.
Ja.
And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced.
Okay. Er ist tot, ja. Er ist einfach weg. Oh, und der Ventilator ist jetzt mega langsam. Daher kommt dieses Geräusch. Der ist verrostet. Ist einfach verrostet. Oh, wow. Ach du Scheiße.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Lass mich skippen. Lass mich skippen. Hä? Wenn ich nochmal drücke, stehe ich unter Wasser, oder? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wow. Fuck. Ich kann auch jetzt bestimmt hier rausklettern, oder? Guck mal, lass mich da einfach springen, bitte. Oh Gott. Oh, Pflanze! Fuck. Alles tot. Okay, ich will wieder weg. Ich will weiter. Danke. Ja, gerne noch mal raus. Oh. 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 Oh, shit.